brothers, what's going on? This is 1247 Greatness. Hey, fellas, let me ask y'all a question. I want you to be honest. I need for you to think real quick. Don't you think it's funny that black women will celebrate your death, but will ignore you while you are breathing? Don't you find that funny? It seems like when brothers die, it seems like the whole so-called black community gets happy. Everybody throws parties, and we run the block, and this, that, and the third, and boo-hoo-hoo, and we fill up churches. But while that same man was still alive, y'all ain't give a damn about him. Y'all didn't support him. Y'all didn't do anything. Matter of fact, you did everything to destroy him. But then when he finally passes away, then you celebrate his death. Don't y'all find that funny? Once again, how can you be in a community with people that celebrate you not breathing? They celebrate your downfall, but they ignore you while you are breathing. My dear brothers, this is not a community. This is a death sentence. We've been putting... The black community is a concentration camp. Black community is a concentration camp. Full of death and destruction, excuse me. There's no life in the black community. When death is celebrated and life is ignored, fellas, it's time to throw the deuces, man. When death itself is celebrated more than life, it's time to go, fellas. I don't know what else to say. We are with people who worship dying. You got people right now that wish you were dead, that look just like you. People literally pray for your death every single day. Somebody right now out there doing seances and spells, wishing for you to die. So I don't understand, fellas, why are we standing around trying to wait for something? Like, it's like we're in a hypnosis. Excuse me. We are literally, I can never get that word right, waiting. They are literally waiting for us to die, fellas. They want us to drop dead so they can get our resources. These women, these straggles and maggles, and kids are caggles. I can't say that, never mind. My bad. But these straggles and maggles just want you to die. Once again, I'm out here right now. I got a clothing line. And it's funny how people just ignore the struggle. They ignore you at the bottom. But somehow when you're climbing to the top, you got a little couple dollars in your pocket. All of a sudden, here comes, oh, you're supposed to get back to the black community. You see what I'm saying? You see how this works, fellas? Do you see how this works? So while you were down, while you were in the trenches, while you were building a foundation, brick by brick, building whatever you were building, nobody paid attention to you. All of a sudden, you get a little steam going, you get a little recognition going, you got somebody that recognizes you, that's probably 9 times out of 10 that's not going to look like you. Then all of a sudden, then you get all the attention. Then you got people coming over, asking, oh, hey, what's going on? Brother, how you doing this? X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, they got the hand out. Fellas, listen, we are in a concentration camp. Black men, the black community is a concentration camp. We are in a concentration camp. We don't need to wait around for your number to get called to die. I'll say it again. There are people wishing and praying that you drop dead right now. Once again, life is ignored. Life is ignored. Your hard work and you trying to build something, that's all ignored until somebody else that doesn't look like you pays it attention. Then comes everybody. Then comes the so-called black community. Don't say this again, fellas. We are in concentration camps. When death is celebrated and life itself is completely ignored, fellas, it's time to run. Don't walk. Run. Run. Ain't no time to sit around and collect all your Jordan and all that dumb stuff. Listen, fellas, leave that stuff and let's go. We are in concentration camps. This whole matrix world that we live in is a death trap. Everything about us that we're doing it's a death trap. Even me, myself, even being married, man. Even the marriage that, like the relationships and marriage that we get in, fellas, it's a trap, man. It's a trap. It has nothing to do with the man. It has everything to do with the woman. Feel me? Like, why does think about it? What do you think? Why does everybody rise when she walks down the aisle? But when you walk before she got there, nobody gave a damn. You ever thought about it? Why do people rise when she comes down the aisle, but when you come down the aisle, nobody cares? Come on, fellas. Everything around us is a lie, man. These monogamous relationships, they're a bunch of lies, bruh. Once again, everybody think about it, fellas. Everybody is celebrating your demise. People get dressed up to watch you be put in prison. Once again, like I told another brother, I went on the show and said, listen, them marriage vows that I sat there and recited were for me. They were not for her. Once again, the state is backing her up, not you. She can cheat on you all day, nothing happens. But once you cheat out, once again, she has the power of her daddy, the government, that's going to come on her behalf. And she knows this. So everything that we do, once again, is a trap. Everything that we have done is a trap. We are in concentration camps, fellas. You are a sharecropper. Everything you produce is for somebody else. It's for someone else. It's never for you. It's never for the betterment of you. It's always for somebody else. And that's why I say, listen, fellas, it's time to pack your bags and time to roll out as soon as possible. There's no reason to stick around and your mama and them, you know what I'm saying, your aunties and cousins. Nah, man, it's time to run, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I left home. I left upstate New York. I joined the military. 7 years. You know, probably the best 7 years of my life. But it gave me a chance to really experience what life is like outside the so-called black community. Like I told you guys before, I spent 6.5 years in Okinawa, Japan. Went to all types of different countries, man. Kuwait, Iraq, been to Germany, Ireland, Cairo, Egypt. Went to Suwon, Korea, Shanghai, China, and all that stuff. Qatar. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you go to these other countries, fellas, and you experience something different, I've been in, Jamaica, Canada, Toronto, Niagara Falls, and all that stuff. Like I said, once you go back, once you have experienced other cultures, fellas, you're not coming back here. You cry. Because you know why? It's funny because when brothers go to different places and when they come back, they start crying. Like I heard brothers literally said they shed a tear, knowing they were coming back. Why would you shed a tear knowing you were coming back? Because you're going back into bondage. You went to a place of freedom. Now you return to a place of bondage. A place of labels, a place of restrictions, a place of capacity. Everything about you is always contained. They always want to contain you. And you abide to what we say, and you do what we want you to do it. You don't think, so-called black man, you don't think on your own because you're in a concentration camp. You do what we tell you to do, and we're going to put her, this woman, over you at all times. So she thinks for you. You know what I'm saying? The government rewards black women for mediocrity. So all these whack-ass government-assisted programs and these WICs and food stamps and Section 8 housing, once again, that's her daddy rewarding her for the mediocrity that she's producing. The only thing America wants from really the black woman is a bunch of Zion Williamsons, a bunch of LeBron James, a bunch of Kobe's. As long as the black women, you keep using this so-called godlike man to keep producing these superhero children, then we're gonna reward you, black women. The black man gets absolutely nothing. We don't get nothing here, fellas. And that's fine. But once again, I don't want to ramble on. But like I said, fellas, we are in the concentration camp. Everything about this whole matrix that we live in called the United States is Babylon. Is built for your demise. You built it, but it's here to destroy you. Everything is here to destroy you. The food is here to destroy you. Your vehicles, the air that you're breathing, the chemtrails and stuff like that, everything in Babylon is built to destroy you. Now these different diseases, fellas, they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's about us, man. The target is on our back. I need for you guys to wake up and understand this, man. You don't have friends. We don't have friends. We all we got, black man, so-called black man. We are literally all we got. We don't have a bunch of people coming to assist us. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I know you want everybody to sing Kumbaya and hold hands, but listen, so-called black man, nobody wants to hold hands with you. Everybody wants to take from you. All right, so once again, fellas, travel, see the world, bring your imagination. You know what I'm saying? Find yourself. You know, find yourself within yourself. Anyways, man, that's all I had, man. Once again, fellas, we are in concentration camps, and you need to wake up and realize this. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.